Hello top 11 managers around the world, welcome back to your channel Mahmoud Bifi Gaming Top 11. So in this video you are gonna watch tips to use Teamplay form boost in live matches. Sometimes you are confused that what sort of Teamplay boost you need to pick in what sort of situation. As you are very confused about when to pick which one, I'm gonna describe exactly that will help you. Number one is attack. The first one, as you see at the top, which is attack. So the first question arises, when it comes about Teamplay bonus of attack. The first question arises is, when do you need the attack most? So to talk about the right time, I should talk about the attack first. What is for attack? Why do you need attack? So generally, attack is needed to increase your performance in attack. That means your attackers perform a certain level, and when you take the attacking bonus, they will perform furthermore. They'll perform more in attack. Their attack will increase more. That's the simple thing. And now another thing is there is also requirement for attack, different sort of situation. Like when you are down, 1-0 down, 2-0 down, in that situation you need also attack. The attackingness you need also heavily in order to come back in the game. So that means when you are 1-0, 2-0 down, you will have to enhance more and more attacking, attacking sharpness, or you can say attacking intensity, so that you can score a goal and you can come back in the game. So generally what happens when you play attacking game against weaker team, you get more and more goals. And when you play against a bigger team, firstly you won't be able to attack much. If I say honestly, if you play against a pretty strong opponent, like 10%, 20% bigger than you or more than that, you won't be able to attack him pretty often, unless he did not train well, or he had a very bad team combination where there can be plenty of reason. So maybe it can happen also whenever he doesn't appear during match, and also he doesn't have enough fans. So in that time also you will attack the most. You will have the possession the most and you will attack the most. But your attack can be really frustrating for your stronger opponent if the opponent is strong in defense and midfield, but in attack, if we talk about the attack, his attack is not that strong. His attack is not that strong, but your attack is far better than him. In that time, you will also get more opportunity to attack in his goal, because your attackers are better, and they will likely always try to attack. And again, if your attack is very good and his defense is very low, then you will also get opportunity to attack this opponent despite he is a strong opponent. There are many factor works here. So this is wise. To me, I will give you a tips of taking attack for the first time. When you start the game, you try to use the attack at first, so that you can try for a few goals early, 1 or 2 goals. Even if he is a strong opponent, if you can score 1 or 2 goals early, you can simply defend later on, and you can hold the lead, and that's gonna work sometime. So what if you are a stronger team, but your opponent is not that stronger? In that time, you will also get much advantage when you are gonna take attack a lot. So you can also calculate things like when you are not so behind, compared to your opponent, your attack is a bit behind, but not so behind, like 10% or 5%, you are less. In that time, you can also take attack, so that your attacking bonus can be added with your team and with your attackers, and they will perform very similar, in that case, unless he also train Teamplay form so high, and also he takes attack in the time he also attack better than you. So a lot of things depend on these, but the thing is, you are gonna take attack only when you need to score many goals or you need to score, desperately. In this match, I picked up possession first. There is a reason I didn't take attack first, because I did not focus on scoring. I focused on keeping the balls, because I am already ahead by aggregate. I was ahead at the early stage, so I wanted to keep the ball instead of increasing the attack. Number 2 is defense. When will you take defense? First of all, one thing I want to share, even in attack, even in defense, it is very common that when you have very good attackers or when you have very good defenders, that means attack or defense your strength, So that means you have a very, very strong defense. If you have a very good player in defense, and defense is your strength. So if defense is your strength, part of your strength, then you can also take defense so that it gets more and more harder for your opponent to score. This is one advantage you can also apply for attack. If attack is your strength, you can increase more attack just to be unstoppable. So sometimes, if you have too much good attackers, you don't need to use further attacking bonus. You can take other that can also, make huge problem for your opponent. The ideal situation for taking defense is when you are, having 1 or 2 early goal against a strong opponent. You can simply put your defense in more intense so that they do not receive further more goal. This is one thing you can do. Again, you can also do when you have a win in a leg, first leg, let's say, and the second leg you want to have a draw or you don't want to conceive many goals. In that time, you can also take defense. That will really benefit you. And also, if you have a very weak defense, let's say your opponent is not too bigger than you, again, he is having good attack, but you don't have enough defenders or good defenders in your team, but you have quality attackers. Your attackers will score, but the defenders are not enough. In that time, you can also take defensive bonus so that you score 1 or 2 goals, but your opponent will not be able to freely score, as you are taking a defensive bonus and you had weaker players, but still you will cope up because you will do well a bit better than before because you are taking defensive bonus. So guys, third one is position. Position is another one which I like, because the more you have positional bonus, the more your opponents will not get balls. Simple as that. That means you're gonna have balls most of the time when you will have positional bonus. Unless your opponent is also having positional bonus and your opponent is super big, otherwise if you have positional bonus and your opponent doesn't take positional bonus and your opponent is similar to you, you will get benefit. You will get most of the time balls, and the more you have balls, the more you have chance to score goal. Simple as that. At the beginning of the match, I took positional bonus because I wanted to keep balls on my side so that we can actually ensure that he won't be able to get balls and score many goals. Again, the more I will have ball, the more I have opportunity to score goal. If I score goal from here, I'm gonna definitely win, because the first leg was 4-2 win. That means I had clearly 2-goal lead. So that's the reason why I picked possession at the beginning, and possession is one of my favorite one. Number 4 is very simple. When your players are tired, you can simply use condition. Sometime when you play extra time, you can also use condition just to keep your players fit. So it is pretty clear, if your players are tired or you don't want them to be tired, you can use condition. That's it. It's not a big deal. This one is very easy.